1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, boy, I forgot to put the green screen up, and I forgot to turn the sound on. Hey, hold on, everybody. Got to get the green screen. Don't go away. I'm coming, everybody. I'm coming. I keep forgetting this green screen really works good. Josh told me about it. Problem is, I got to get it behind me close. Otherwise, it won't work. So the way I do that, I know you're listening to me right now. You can't see me because I'm behind the green screen. The way I do that is I lean it up against the ceiling fan above me, and I put a chair behind it so it don't fall down. And now the green screen works much, much better. How's everybody doing tonight? We got 3 people watching so far. Hey, you are welcome to join me. I put the link to join me in the NJ2DX from rainy New Jersey. Welcome aboard there, son. We'd love to have you here. That's really great. That's Tom Kenny from my old stomping grounds up in New Jersey. Here's the link. If anybody would like to actually be on here with me live, you can click on this link and I will add you into the stream and we could talk ham radio. You could ask me any questions you got and be famous on YouTube and X and Twitch. So, yeah, we're on Twitch, X, and YouTube right now, live streaming. And I didn't really have anything much planned. And I just decided that, I'm just going to throw it out there. I sent the link out on Twitter. I sent the link out on Facebook. And I just want to see how many people show up. At 7 o'clock, that's 1 hour from now, I will be getting off here to do a net with the St. Augustine Amateur Radio Society. Good friends of mine. I'm a member of that club, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah. So we are live. Is anybody up in Ohio right now, up by Dayton, Ohio? I got a bunch of friends up there. I invited Mike. I invited Jason. I invited Josh. Also, the Ape, Smoking Ape. I invited him, and he was going to join us, but they changed his flight, and he's now on a plane flying to Dayton, Ohio. So he's not going to be able to be on with us tonight. I invited my friend Ziggy. Who else did I invite? A whole bunch of people. T.O., he's busy. He's doing logistics up in Ohio right now. I happen to be running FT8 right now on 15 meters, which is all right. It's actually the most active one right now. Do you know how to do FT8? You know what? Do you use Grid Tracker? There's a good question. Do you use Grid Tracker? I could show you a couple of things on Grid Tracker. For instance, I'm going to show it to you right now. What else do I got to do? Yeah, we got to go over to OBS and pick out the FT8 screen. Here's the FT8 screen. On the right, you see the call log from Grid Tracker. And what that call log is telling you is who's out there right now calling CQ, making QSOs on there. Like you can see, it has a bunch of people just calling CQ. A couple of people calling CQ-DX. You got a guy in Canada and a guy in the United States looking for DX contacts. You got a CQ-POTA. CQ-POTA, that's right here. He's actually in Park US 8067. And if you clicked on him, you can make a QSO. It counts as a hunting of parks on the air. So that's good to know. Regular people calling CQ are listed here. Now, here's what's really interesting, and this is why I love Grid Tracker. It's even better than Ham Radio Deluxe, at least right now. Grid Tracker will tell you, you see this grid square right here that's listed? This is listed as FG71. It's in Argentina. I don't have that grid square. That's why it has a color background. The grid squares above and below it, these are all grid squares I've already made CQs in. I made QSOs in on these. The call signs that have a line through it, I've already had a successful confirmed QSO with them. The call signs that have yellow around them, I've never talked to. They're not in my log. It's just little tricks that you learn on Grid Tracker. Grid Tracker is one of the best programs. I'm trying to see if I have the... nope, that's not the one I want. Let's try. Nope, that's me. There's the radio. There's the tower. Tower's not on because I didn't hook it up. Where are you? I had a, this is for satellite passes. All right, let's go back to FT8. I'm going to add another screen. Radio solar camera. Did I have it in here already? Yeah, no. Oh, wait, this is it. Let's move this up. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm moving something around. So it's raining in New Jersey, huh? I feel bad for you. I had a display capture up here for Grid Tracker, but I guess it's not there anymore. So we'll add it in. Add display capture. And we'll tell it auto. It's number 3. That's not the display I want. Let's go to this one. Nope, that's not the one. This one. Nope, this one. There you go. Okay. So we'll tell it okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this so you can still see me on the screen. Shrink that down a little bit. Okay. This is the main screen on Grid Tracker. And you can see on the right-hand side, there's a lot of, oh, don't move, stay there. The wrong one moved. This is the one I want to move. Let me scroll down a little bit. All right, so now you can see this screen here. You see these are all tracks that are, these lines you see here are tracks where there's live FT8 contacts going on. The gold lines, that's me. That's where my signal's getting right now. On the right-hand side, you got all these boxes over here. They all do something. By the way, I have this set for the last 5 minutes, all right? So this is what's been going on for the last 5 minutes. I see we got 5 people watching now. Hey, thanks for coming. Let me move my camera a little bit. I got to go over to this screen, move that sucker up a little. Okay, there I am. All right, so right above my head, you see these little boxes. This button right here is what turns on that call screen on the other monitor. And it shows me everybody that's actually on 20 meters right now. So what you're seeing, if I move my mouse over a grid square, These are all the call signs that I've confirmed QSOs with in that grid square. If I zoom in, if you look at the United States, you could see I got almost every grid square covered in the United States over the years. I've been doing this a lot. So, by the way, if anybody wants to join in on this live feed, Wayne or Tom, you're more than welcome to. Just click on the link in the chat, and I will add you onto the screen. If you got any questions, you can ask. So anyway, this is what Grid Tracker does, and this is what I love about Grid Tracker. Look at all these QSOs I've made through all these different grid squares. This is over the 3 years that I've been a ham. And it is almost, it's just over 3 years. I got my tech license in 2021 and April of 2021. And by the end of April, I had my general. So I have this superstition. I got to take my test in a month that starts with the letter A. So April's already gone. Maybe August, I'll go for the extra again. But what I love about Grid Tracker is you can tell instantly. Watch, I'm going to change to FT4 on WSJTX. Let's stop the transmission, go over to mode, change to FT4. Now, what you'll notice, and we'll go to what? What? Something's wrong. Oh, it's still on FT8. FT4. Let's go 20 meters on FT4. All right. Enable. Now watch what happens as the call log starts coming in. I'm going to let me turn off the Grid Tracker screen. Nope, that was the wrong one. Display capture 3. That's the one I want to turn off. Okay. So now I switched over to FT4. Notice the frequency too. On 20 meters, it's 14080. And boy, I'm on 20 meters and we got nothing. Nobody's calling on 20 meters. Let's try 15 meters. Looks like there's some activity on 15 meters. All right, notice the frequency changed to 21140. You guys seeing this okay? Everybody's getting this all right? We got 4 people watching right now. We've been on for like 16 minutes. If you got any questions, please jump in there and ask. Man, there's nobody on FT4. I am transmitting. Yes, I am. Good SWR. You guys can all hear me all right? You got good audio? Because I was having issues with these mics on whether or not I was getting loud enough. And I didn't like the way it was working. I had the extension mic on here. This is just the DJI mic in my shirt. Should sound pretty good. All right, let's clear the screen. I can't believe we're not getting anywhere. Enable transmit. Let's try again. Now, how do you know if you're getting out when you do FT8? Well, there's a website you can go to check it. If you go to PSK Reporter, I'll show you what this looks like. Let's go right here. This one right here. Where is it at? All right, here's the PSK Reporter screen. You notice all those little brown things right here that have time on them right here? This is 15 meters. This is the color for 15 meters. So my signal's making it all the way over to Europe. Now, there might not be a lot of people there. So you're getting, Wayne says, no, I changed it, Wayne. Oh, W5KY, I changed it. I'm on FT. Did it go back to FT8? Oh, wait, halt the transmission. Yeah, it went back to FT8. Go back to FT4. There we go. Enable transmit. Yeah. Oh, I have the radio camera on. We don't need that right now. That we're not using that radio anyway. But yeah, I was on FT4. You're right. Hey, Wayne, where are you typing in your messages to me? Was that on Twitch or you? I can click. Yeah, your comment. I was getting absolutely nada. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Good. You're on YouTube. Good. So I can still see you. Anyway, this is PSK Reporter. The website is pskreporter.info. And then you go in there and you put in your call sign and you tell it how far back you want it to look. All right, Wayne. So you are on YouTube. Thanks for coming, Wayne. Thank you, everybody, for coming. You guys make my day, man. Hey, Paul, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Anybody, go back in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages up. If you want to get on this live stream with me live, you can go on right there, click on the link, and jump right in. All right. So go back to my solo camera, and I notice I got the green screen working a little better. The top of my head over there is kind of flickering. I might need another light. Oh, I'm blind now. I'm blind. I was a photographer. I should know this stuff about lighting and microphones and all that other fun stuff. Isn't that weird? You see what just happened? I leaned forward and the green screen disappeared. I lean back, it comes back. I have no idea what the hell this is doing. I hope it looks all right for you guys. Anybody have any questions? You can type in the chat. Oh, we just made a contact in the Canary Islands on FT4. I did FT4 for a reason. If I switch back to the FT8 screen, this is what's tough because I got StreamYard there and I got OBS there, and I got to jump between the two. Let's go back to FT8. See the guy in the Canary Islands here? Notice he has like a glow around his name now. That means I have a QSO with him. Same with the grid square, but it hasn't been confirmed. Same with his call sign. It's got a glow around it. When I'm confirmed, that green will disappear. So let's go back to FT8. We got it halted, mode, FT8, and hit enable transmit. I want to show you some more call signs. See, once you get a grid square or once you get a call sign, it will no longer have the color around it. It will have black. And then you know you've gotten that already. Yeah, 15 meters looks pretty busy on FT8. There it goes. All right, so look, these are counties I haven't gotten yet right here, right? These are call signs I haven't gotten yet. The ones with lines through them, those are call signs I've already got. The ones with these are just telling me they're calling CQ. I sort everything by calling. This guy's doing parks on the air. Notice the park has a glow around it, and it's not solid color. That means I got that park already, but it hasn't been confirmed. I've also got that call sign already, and not necessarily in that park. This guy's calling me right now. He's in Echo Lima 29. He made a call out to me. I responded with giving him a signal report. And he should respond and give me a signal report. And then I say RR73. And if you go back to the PSK Reporter page and look at that, that's not the PSK Reporter. That is the grid tracker. Okay. Let me find the right thing to show you. Was this it? Nope, that wasn't it. There it is. Let's move that up a little higher. There it is. Notice how many more little brown things there are there. Those little brown things telling me how many minutes it's been. Right here, you see all these. I'm getting all the way to Central America. I'm getting to Europe right here. And basically, you're looking at the entire Earth here. And now we got the shadow here from this point here to this point here is the entire planet. And you can see I'm getting into Europe. They're picking me up. I am using right now my 80-meter off-center fed antenna. Hey, Pam, how you doing? Good seeing you, Pam. Thanks for coming. Hey, Pam, you got a camera on your computer? You want to come on? I'll get you on the air. Just go a little higher in the chat. Look at, or I'll send you the link again. It'll be great to have some of you folks on here so that we could talk and say a few words. There's the link right there. Click on that link and that will get you into this room, and then I will put you on the stream. All right. Look at it for the chat. Andy Cowley, thanks, man. Thanks for coming by, Andy. You make my day every time you come on here. Thank you. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for helping me out a little bit here. All right, so you understand how PSK Reporter works. We can turn that off now. And I'll get my solo cam back up there so you can see me when I'm talking. I'm zoomed in on the grid tracker screen here. I did that specifically. Look at, I need very few United States grid squares to complete the entire continental United States. That's pretty good. And we can widen this out so you see the entire planet. So right now we are sending a, we're going to, oh, he disappeared. All right, how are you? The guy I was calling disappeared. W5KY. We lost him. All right, whatever. Andy, you want to get on the show? Use that link I just put in the stream and you could come on here live with me. I'd love to meet you and talk to you in person. Oh, that was you, W5KY. That was you I was trying to get, Jesse. I'm sorry, Jesse. Want to try again? You disappeared. Where are you at, Jesse? I should be able to get you. W5KY. Let's see where Jesse's at. Oh, Jesse, you're in Texas. I should be able to get you no problem. We could try again. Want to try to get me again? Go back on that. We're on 15 meters. If you want to change to a different band, tell me, Jess, and I'll swap. I'll swap out. But yeah. There's Jesse's page right there. He's doing pretty good. He's got a nice setup. I'll tell. Ooh, what's that? A picture of the shuttle. Ooh. STS-71. You made a QSO on STS-71? Oh, I'm so jealous. I've only talked on the ISS about 7 times. I have the QSO cards to prove it. And look at him with his awards, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 awards. Yeah, not me. I'm not there yet. I only got, what do I got? I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I have 12 awards too. The 12 Days of Christmas, that was kind of easy. That was an easy one to get. Here's my page. This is my QSO card. If you ever want one of my QSO cards, use my address here on QRZ and send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will send you one of these QSO cards. That's a picture of the bridge, the walking bridge, right by the Daytona International Speedway. And what's unique about that picture is they left that one palm tree there so I could get it nice framed, get it framed really nice. And then now they built a whole shopping mall back here. That building is not alone anymore. There's hotels back here. There's restaurants. They built a P.F. Chang's. There's a big movie theater behind all this with about 12 screens. It's a beautiful area in Daytona Beach, but there's a Bass Pro Shop right next to this bridge now, right in this spot right here. They did a really nice job doing all this. But yeah, I took that picture years ago. By the way, here on my page, you can find all my sponsors: Ham Radio Prep, EMP Shield, ABR IND, that's ABR Industries. Go see them up in Ohio while you're up there. And SLNT, which makes Faraday bags. And you're in Houston. All right, man, we'll try another time, Jess. Oh, you got me on FT8 before. Cool. All right. Yeah, I try to do FT8 every day from the time I wake up all day long. I leave my computer running most of the day and do that. So okay, so here we are. We're running FT8. We're looking at Grid Tracker right now. Let's take Grid Tracker off the screen. Where is it? And there's FT8 on 15 meters. W5KY is trying again. I hear you, man. I'm seeing you at a zero, a +0. So we should be able to make a contact. Yeah. But I see you calling me there. You hooked up to me, and I sent you a signal report showing you at 0, which means that's great. That's a great signal. Anyway, now's a good time because if you notice on the Grid Tracker screen, you can see the, oh, that's the other one, this one. You can see the gray line is coming towards me, and it's going to be getting dark here in a couple hours, and the gray line will be coming up right by me. And when it does, notice where the shadow of the gray line goes. If you follow this gray line, this is the gray line, right? The difference between night and day, literally. When this moves over me, what happens is the layers of the atmosphere, there's 4 layers in the atmosphere during the day. At night, they merge, and there's only 2 layers. But what happens is it doesn't completely merge. It's not like a straight line, and it merges. Some merge better than others. And in that in-between area called the gray line, your signal can travel along that gray line. So if you look at where the shadows are now, it's going to be nighttime by me, but the other side of the gray line, which is over here, this is going to be morning. So if you shoot your signal down along here and around, it's going to come down here, and this area here by Indonesia, Vietnam, Korea, those all become part of what you might be able to get. You might not be able to get them in the daytime or at night, but right on that gray line in the middle, you will be able to capture these, which is pretty cool. We got somebody going to the Philippines right now. I believe it's this week or next week, and he's going to be trying to activate from the Philippines, and the gray line is going to be the way to get him. Either an hour morning in his evening or our evening in his morning, because the gray line doesn't merge completely. So keep that in mind when you run an FT8. If you get up before the sun comes up, that's a great time to start running FT8. You'll get countries that you never thought you could get. So try that out sometime, and you'll enjoy that. In the meantime, turn that off, and now you can see the FT8 screen again. It's not as busy as it's been, because you notice there's big empty spots here. Not a lot of traffic on 15. We're going to switch. Although, oh, here's something I wanted to show you on Grid Tracker. Let me get this back on the screen. Notice on the top right, let me move my mouse to this window so you can see it better. Right here, here's all your bands listed, and this red line and this blue line mean something. You want to know what they mean? Do you know what they mean? Anybody have a guess what the red line and the blue line mean? Come on, give me an answer in the chat. Tell me what you think it is. I don't hear anything. Nobody's telling me. What do you think it is in the chat? Somebody put in the chat. What's the difference between the red line and the blue line up there in the status window? All right, nobody's going to tell me, so I'll tell you. The red line is how many people are transmitting on that band. So you can see right now 20 meters and 15 meters have red lines showing, and 10 meters has a little tiny red line showing, which means there's not a lot of people on there right now. How do I know that? If we go back over to PSK Reporter right now, I could just take a quick look at it. The band with the most people doing FT8 right now is 20 meters. There is 1,392 people on there. On 15 meters, there's 1,134 people on that. 10 meters is 967 people, and so on and so forth down the line. The people drop off. That is at the top of the PSK Reporter page. I'll show you that right here. Up here, see the different colors? This is telling you 20 meters has the most right now. 15 meters comes next. 10 meters, 17 meters, 40 meters, 6 meters, blah, 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 blah. I'm going all the way down. So as you see right here, 20 meters and 15 meters have the most people, right? Well, if you look at the grid tracker on the top right here, look at the two with the red, 20 and 15 and a little bit on 10. But here's the important part, the blue line. The blue line is how many people are posting spots to PSK Reporter. In other words, how many people are actually answering calls. So right now, even though 15 meters has slightly less than 20 meters, there are more people on 15 meters contacting people and completing QSOs than there are on 20 meters right now. There's a lot of people on 20 meters. There's more people on 20 meters than there are on 15 meters. But they're not as active as 15 meters is right now. That's why I'm staying on 15 meters. And it seems to be open all the way to Japan right now. If you look at the PSK Reporter page again, I hate to keep pounding you on this, but you get a good look at the gray line is right here. And where does it go? Right over here to Korea. And what's going to happen as this moves in this direction and the shadow goes over me, it's going to be right here, Turkey. You get to Turkey and India, you'll be able to get. And then Saudi Arabia. And then the gray line merges completely, and then you start to lose that again. So while the gray line is passing over you, you have the ability to bounce your signal around that gray line to get to the other side of the planet, which is pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. So right now, we are still doing FT8 on 15 meters. All right. We tried to get you and we couldn't get you. W5KY. We'll come back to you later. Let's see if we get somebody else. Now I'm looking, what I like to look for when I do this on Grid Tracker is grid squares I don't have. I have all the continents. I have all the states in the United States. I don't have, that's my phone reminding me that I have a podcast. Oh, I have a net coming up at 7 o'clock. Yeah, we won't go too much longer on here. I was hoping more people would want to jump on, but you guys are shy probably. I would love to get you on. I tried to get my buddy Alan on. I couldn't get him. Anyway, so what I look for are things I don't have. For instance, there's a Costa Rica station right here. I don't have that grid square. He's in a QSO right now. So when he finishes that QSO, I'll try to get him and collect another grid square. You could see, now he disappeared. Nope, there he is. He's still there. He just picked up this guy in Brazil he's talking to now. What I'm going to do, what is this call sign? I'm going to click on him. And, here's another little neat trick you can do with WSJTX. You see here, this first line, you don't need it. So if you double click on transmit 1, watch, it's going to turn that line off. So the next time, if he answers me, this is the first thing he'll get is a signal report from me. He doesn't need the grid square because he answers a CQ. He knows what grid square you're in. So he doesn't need that. So we got an Argentina grid square I don't have yet. And this guy's still talking to a guy in Brazil. So he's not going to answer me for a little while. But you can wait for him. You know, I'll just keep sending out the call sign and letting him know I got a signal report for him if he's interested. These guys that have things like CQ Asia, there he goes. Look at that. This guy just made a QSO with me. That wasn't the guy I was trying to get. Was that the guy I was trying to get? Yeah, it is. He jumped off of the other guy and got me. Excellent. He's in my book. Now watch what happens. Here's his call sign right here. Here's my call sign. He's talking to me. Here's his grid square. When I hit OK here, that grid square is going to go just a halo around it. See that? That means I got him. I made a QSO with him, but he has not confirmed it yet. When he confirms it, that grid square will go black like the rest of these. Now this guy here, this guy's in Argentina. I don't have that grid square, so I'm going to click on him next. And you notice two things I do in WSJTX. I double click on that TX1 so that it skips it. The other thing you could do is on TX4, you double click on that And what it'll send after he acknowledges my signal report and sends me a signal report, it will immediately say Roger Roger 73. So I can end that QSO right there. You don't have to say Roger Roger. Remember, it used to say Roger Roger Roger, and then you would tell it okay, and it would send 73. This I do Roger 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 and 73 on the same line. So I get both messages back to him, which completes the QSO. So basically, I send them 2 messages. He sends me 2 messages, and we're done. It takes a minute off of the entire time it takes to get a QSO. So that's something to keep in mind. We'll see. He's in the process of talking to Kilo 4 Mike Papa Mike. He's talking to him right now. So when he finishes that QSO, hopefully he jumps on and gets me. Anybody got any questions on FT8 or streaming or whatever? Anybody want to join me on the live feed? I'll put the link there again. If you'd like to come on and talk and maybe ask me some questions directly, you're more than welcome to. There it is. There's the live feed link. I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. Oh, wrong button. I get so mixed up because I'm so used to just streaming on OBS software that when I go to put a thing on the screen, I normally click OBS to put it on the screen, but now I got to do it in StreamYard. All right, so anybody want to come on? Who's got the guts to come on and talk to me? Ask me questions about satellites, about the sat box. Speaking of the sat box, we got any satellites going over anytime soon? Let's refresh the screen over there. Let's see. SO50 will be coming up in 43 minutes. So no, I'm not going to be on here that long. I'm going to get off, as a matter of fact, so I can get on the St. Augustine net, which is pretty cool. What's nice is on the St. Augustine net now, I can turn my Yagi antenna to point to St. Augustine, and I literally, on 2 watts, I can hit them clear as a bell, which is a lot of fun. All right, I invited a bunch of guys from HAM Vention. Nobody came. I guess they're busy. Ape wanted to come, but he couldn't make it. So, because he was now flying, his plane was delayed. He thought he was going to be able to talk to me from the Delta Sky Room or whatever, wherever he was at the airport. But then they changed his flight. He got a flight to Ohio sooner than he thought. So he couldn't make it. Next time. Any of you guys going to HAM Vention up in Ohio, up in Dayton, Ohio? You going up there? If you are, what is your plans? I was looking around for a AMSAT is selling a CubeSat that actually works, a 6-inch by 6-inch CubeSat that actually works. And I was going to buy it, and then I found out the price is, it's a kit. You got to build it, which is fine. I'm not afraid of building it. But, I mean, it's $400. I ain't got $400 to spend on a toy. That's what it is. It's a toy. It'll be a great toy that I can teach people about satellite communications, but it'll be a nice display model. But no, we're not going to do that. So, yeah, that would be a great way to test a radio, see if it's full duplex by doing that. That would be cool. No questions. Nobody's here. We still got 7 people watching. Come on. Ask me something. Ask me where I was born. Ask me. Talk to me. Let me know what you want to hear. Do you want to keep watching FT8? You want me to go to something else? Would you like to learn how to hunt parks on the air? How about them apples? Nobody's talking to me. What did I do? Did I make you mad? I'm signing into the Parks on the Air website. Hold on. All right, I'm in. Nobody wants to, you don't want to hunt parks. You don't want to talk. Nobody has a question. What is that? Mad Dog Coil. Oh, you like that, huh? Paul, I'm telling you, that Mad Dog Coil is a beautiful little toy. I actually have the 80 meter one. Send you my rotator. Yeah, I don't think so, Wayne. What do you want to know about the Mad Dog Coil? Paul, ask. Yes, I have the 80 meter Mad Dog Coil. And no, I have not figured out why IO117 didn't work on Saturday? I don't know. What do you want to know about the Mad Dog coil? I will tell you this, Paul, you have to have counterpoises. I have a set of 6 15-foot wires that hook up as counterpoises on there. How long are my radials? I have 6 15-footers, and they plug into the bottom of the coil in a little black banana plug insert. And these were originally bought for another antenna, and they had a ring on it that you could actually mount it underneath the whip, but I chose not to do that. I used the tap on the Mad Dog coil for that. I did a video on the Mad Dog coil. You can go look that up on my channel, where I raved about it. I used it for the 17-meter activity group, and then I did the 17-meter activity group. Then I did a POTA activation with it. It was great. All right, you're getting yours in days. Did you order the 80-meter one or the one that only goes up to 40 meters? There's a shorter one. That's what Mike used on his channel, and he raved about it too. And I have the 80-meter one, and this guy is making a bunch of these coils. They're really nice. I mean, they kind of duplicate what's already out on the market. If you have a Wolf River coil, I wouldn't spend the money on it. But because Wolf River coils work really well too. I have this 4040. Oh, wow. Tom, you were on that IO117 pass. Did you see me? You got the 80 with an extra ring. All right, Paul, that's a good idea. I love this. I'm having 2 conversations about 2 different subjects at the same time. Oh, yeah. What's nice, yeah, I didn't make any contacts on that Saturday. I was like, what is going on? The other day, I have had a love-hate relationship with IO117. I have my little short 4-foot, 70-centimeter antenna that in the beginning, it worked fantastic. It worked amazing. I was making 17, 18 QSOs on a pass. Then the idiots said they were going to shut it off, and all hell broke loose. And Josh is doing videos on it and saying, no, keep it going on. Well, what happened? Hundreds of new people wanted to use IO117, and you couldn't get in no matter what. You could not get into the thing. Let me just see. When is IO117 coming over again? Tonight at 9:12, it'll be over again. I'll try again. In about 2.5 hours, it's going to be on the air again, right before the ISS pass. There's actually an ISS pass at 7:36. I might jump on that. Yeah, IO117 is very, very busy and hard to get through. Yeah, and it's just digital. It's packet radio. When it works great. I mean, literally the times that it has worked, I have gotten Panama, Michigan, California, and France, and Portugal in the same pass. You can't beat that. That is amazing. It's because it's so high up. It's almost 1,000 miles up in the air. That's why it's such a popular thing to play with. And for a year, when it first went up, I didn't even waste my time. It looks so complicated. You got to get sound modem, you got to get a green cube terminal, you got to get your radio on the right frequencies, and it was so complicated. I didn't want to do it. What was the one I just mentioned that I'm getting later? Well, I could show you. Let me go to this screen here. This is the output of my SAP box. Let me fix this. And you can see on the top right are all the satellites that are coming over, but you can't really read that. So we'll click here. We'll hit next passes. It's a little bit easier to read. The lighter brown, like this and this, are very low passes. This is an ISS pass, only going to be 4.8 degrees above the horizon. The darker ones, like this, like JO97, which doesn't work, is a very high pass, 65.18 degrees above my house. So here at 912 is IO117. That's a pretty good pass. I should be able to get that. The red shows you where it's rising, I believe, and the green shows you where it's setting. I'm not sure about that. I got to check that again. Here's an ISS pass at 7:36 tonight. It's going to be 40 degrees up, so I might be able to get that one. That's like in an hour. That's going to be coming up, and I might do that one. So I might be on the ISS. So if you want to meet me on there, come on and meet me on there. So yeah, that's the one I'll probably be getting on, the ISS pass here. That's going to be a 68-degree pass, maybe IO 117. After that, I kind of peter out and I go to bed. But I have all the Tavel satellites here. Now here's something really cool. 68 countries confirmed, mostly on IO 117. Tom, I'm envious of you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You can do that. You look at these passes. You got a good ISS pass here at 3:45 a.m. Just so you know, on a weekend at that time, you may get an astronaut. That's the time when it's the middle of the night and it's a high pass. Here, RS-44 at 5:29 a.m. IO 117 tomorrow morning at 9:33. SO50 is another great FM bird you can get on very easily right there. All right, you're using a 10-element diamond Yagi and all backyard portable operating. Wonderful. That is amazing. I have a 22-element homebrew that I bought from a guy down in Ormond Beach. He made it. And yeah, he made that. And yeah, the sat box. You got to have the sat box. I'm sorry. I don't know why anybody would waste their time with anything other than the sat box. Like SAT PC32 is archaic. Ham Radio Deluxe doesn't really work right. The one thing nice about the SAT box, it always makes your AVFO your transmit and your BVFO your receive. No matter how it has to be adjusted, whether the A has to be on 70 centimeters or 2 meters, it automatically knows and it sets it up, and it accounts for Doppler effect. So yeah, I don't have a sponsorship with them, but boy, if you tell them I sent you, they're very nice to me. They sent me an extra SAT box to test it out. It's the one that's going to have Bluetooth in it, but they haven't perfected that yet. Yeah. Tom, we all wasted time with SAT PC32, and it shouldn't be so hard. You're absolutely right. When I started, Tom, it was about 3 years ago when I first got into ham radio. And what happened was you had Heavens Above, which only worked on an Android phone. Thus, I bought an Android. And I had an Apple iPhone, and I used GoSat Watch on this. And I used Heavens Above on this. And they didn't always agree. They didn't agree on the frequencies. They didn't agree on the time of day, which is the TLE data, which is when and where and how high it's going to be. They didn't agree on it. So you're shooting in the dark. And I'm telling you, if you're trying to get a satellite and you don't know where it's going to be and when it's going to be, stop. You're just wasting your time. If you don't know for sure where it's going to be, it's a total waste of your time if you keep doing that. So don't even do that. Don't even waste your time. If you're having a hard time getting on, just don't worry about it. Anyway, so there's what's going on tomorrow. We covered that. I answered some questions. Anybody got any more questions? Any more questions? Anyone, anywhere? Jump in now. CQ questions. Wayne's on here. All right. This is Tom is using GoSat Watch and a hand pointing, no rotor here. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Try, Tom, do this. Download ISS Detector. That's a great app. I learned about it through W5ITR, Rob, the digital rancher. He does a lot of live feeds, and he uses that. And he actually, what's nice about it is, yeah, give it a try. I'm going to open it up on my phone. Hopefully you can see it when I show it to you. It tells you everything from the planets, when they're coming up and down and when they're setting, to comets. Let's scroll up to tonight. All right, so the whiter things, those are, if you notice the top the top ones aren't as bright as these down on the bottom because these already passed. 5 days. The next SO50 is going to rise at 7:18 p.m. But that's not why I like this one. That's good. So now I tapped on SO50. But look, you see this button up here? It says radar. When I hit radar, look what happens. It turns on the camera. You see me, right? And you see that little like under this finger here, you see that little thing? That tells you what direction to turn to find the satellite in the sky. You're looking at my hand check now. As I turn around, let's see if I can get this on the screen somehow. I don't think you can see this. No, you can't. Put it right by me. Nope, can't see it. All right, what it does is you could actually track the satellite with this in the sky. It shows you a little circle where the satellite actually is in real time. So you have the details page, which it gives you the frequencies. It tells you where it is, how far away it is from you. But then you hit radar. If you ever watch the Digital Rancher when he's doing the radar, you can see my face on the phone now because it's looking through the camera on this side right here to find the satellite and tell you where to look. It's actually it's a damn good program. ISS Detector is the name of the program. So, and I think it's like $10, but yeah, give it a try. You will definitely like it, especially if you're doing handheld. You can mount your phone on your Yagi or whatever antenna you're using. Get one of those little phone mounts and a tripod mount holder and put it on a tripod, and you literally can swing it around and watch the circle where it is. And you know exactly where to point your antenna. I mean, exactly where to point your antenna. I've used that a lot when I do portable. I don't do portable a lot because I like working from my home. It's much, much easier and faster. So, yeah, you could do that. Man, we got 12 people watching. I hate to say goodnight, but I'm going to have to get off here soon. So anybody with any questions or comments, now would be a good time to give them to me. Right. That's a good point. Ham radio from the balcony. I don't know you. What's your name? Ham radio from the balcony. He's right. If you don't mind the commercials, you can get ISS Detector for free, but you won't get the other satellites. You only get the ISS, I believe. You have to pay to get all the satellites and the planets and everything else and comets. So you want to take your kids out to the beach one day and look at a comet in the sky. This is a great program to do that. You want to find Venus, see where it is, Mars, or you see something in the sky, you don't know what it is, you could use this to look up there. You could also use the app Planets on oh, Martine, you're the guy from the Netherlands. Nice to see you here. Ham Radio from the Balcony. Is that your YouTube channel? Hey, everybody go check out Martine. Ham Radio from the Balcony. I gotta do that. Except I'm on YouTube right now, so I can't look you up. But I will. Anyway, yeah, how'd that happen? Oh, I'm on the SAT page. That's why. I keep forgetting. Oh, I went to the What's going on? I went to go to YouTube. Nope. Whatever. Oh, you don't have a YouTube channel yet. You got to get a YouTube channel, man. Set up a YouTube channel called Ham Radio from the Balcony. That would be cool. It's cool. You know, I met a guy who went last year at Hamcation in Orlando. I met a guy, a British guy, who is an introvert, and he doesn't talk on the radio. He only does FT8 or packet radio or PSK something or other, whatever. He doesn't talk on the radio. He started a YouTube channel called The Introverted Ham. I should look that up and show that to you. He's a nice guy. We hung out at Hooters together. That's inverted, not introvert. Where is his channel? I wonder if he went public. I typed introverted ham. Dipole, slope antenna. I guess maybe he didn't keep his channel going. I don't know. Because there's all kinds of videos on here that have nothing to do with him. Oh, well. Oh, well. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? Come on now. We're only going to be on here a couple more minutes. I got to jump off in 8 minutes. So if you got any questions or you want to see me do something or show you something, ask now because I can do it right now. Anyone, anywhere, anything you got to say? Pam, what about you? You got anything you want to say, Pam? Pam, you want to get on the live stream with me? Here's the link. Or did she leave already? Pam, you didn't leave. Tell me you didn't leave, Pam. You're one of my faithful. Andy Cowley, too. Andy, I would love to get you live on my live stream. I don't think you've ever done a live stream with anybody. But, yeah, we love you, and we love that you follow all of us. You know, I knew I made it when Andy Cowley started following me. I knew I had a successful ham radio YouTube channel, and that's when I started getting media requests from Hamcation and stuff like that. All right, Tom, you take care. 73, take it easy. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me. All right, I'm going to call it quits, folks. Nobody's got any questions. I think I answered enough. Wayne, looking forward to talking to you on a satellite someday. Martin, maybe I'll get you on IO-117 someday. Since you're in Northern Ireland, there's a pass over the Atlantic Ocean. I should be able to pick you up. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Thank you so much for coming. We'll be back next week. Maybe I'll be able to get a guest. This week was tough because everybody's going up to HAM Vention. But, yeah, don't think I'm going to Huntsville this year. If anything, I will be streaming live from here again. And I'll try to get up to Huntsville, but I don't think financially it's going to be in the works because I had to make a couple of trips up to Wisconsin this year to see my mom who turned 93. Yeah, she was doing really great too. Last week she was sick, but she came through it all right. And you're welcome, man. Thank you for coming and following me. Yeah, the ISS Tracker is a great app. You'll like that. Okay. I love to talk. I know I love to talk, but I have to say goodnight because I want to jump on that St. Augustine net. And you don't want to hear that because it's a long, drawn-out net. It takes forever, but that's why I like getting on. I want to hear what they have to say about my satellite presentation I did 2 weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. Actually, no, it was last week? Yeah, last week it was. Yeah. All right. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Thank you all for following me and for being here on my stream. Thank you so much. You guys all have a great night. And don't forget, you can email me, ko4pdi@1791.com with any questions you might have. Also, look in the on my YouTube channel for all my discounts on SLNT, on Ham Radio Prep, and especially EMP Shield. It came in handy last night. We had a lot of lightning here, and everything was protected, even though the repeater that I use most got knocked out of service. I went over there and fixed it today. But, yeah. You can get us all the time on here. So come and get me and talk to me, and make sure you check out empshield.com. They're a very good sponsor of mine. I can't thank them enough. So you guys take care. This is KO4PDI wishing you a lovely evening, 73, and don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me. KO4PDI, I'll be clear.